Yo, what's up, Joe Squad? My name is G-Slow, and welcome back to another Redstone episode. Yay! Today, I am doing a random impulse ticker. As you can see, it just went off there, because the redstone lamp here. That's how you can detect if it just went off. That means the tick just went off, so... And wait, once it pulls back, it'll reset. And then wait, we'll see. We'll do it again. Let's see. If it does, then we just got lucky. I have it on a quick pulse, but you can do it a lot longer. So, ready for it? Nope. That time it was a block. So, the way this works, let me explain how this works. So, I'm just gonna get right into it. No need for a tutorial because it's actually, I tried to build it as compact as I could. It's pretty darn compact. So as you can see here, oh, skeletons, gosh dang it. Okay, well, we have this thing here. If you want to copy this right now, there's a redstone on top of a block with a comparator leading into it off of a hopper. So that's that there. Cool, cool. The way it works is items will go through, and once it hits the max, that piston will push back, going back into here and filling up, and it'll go back and forth. Once it hits here, it'll go off this half slab. The reason it has to be a half slab is because it's hitting this this dropper, a hopper, and so I don't want it getting stuck in there. So that has to be like that, leading into a redstone repeater going up, and that then powers this, which is a quick pulse, so it pushes it out, and it will then trigger a dropper, which puts a random item, I'm going to explain that later, into a hopper, which leads into the dropper. So when it turns off, it puts the item back in. So wait, if you look up top here, where the redstone block is, it'll push out, wait for it. There it is. You can see this item was taken, and it's in here. So, because it's an item that stacks up to 64, there's only one item that doesn't stack up to 64, and that is a sword. So the sword will give out more of a signal. Here, let me show you really quick. So if I take a chest, and I get a sword out, and a stone block out, because stone can stack up to 64 like that, and a sword can only stack up to 1. It's different like that. So if I go like this, and take redstone, chest, like this, and then like this. I'm just showing you, you don't have to, this is not part of it, I'm just showing you. So as you can see, redstone, when I put the item with the 1 stone in it, it only goes out 1 signal. But if I put in the sword, oh wait, Han, it's because it's a chest. I forgot, I'm sorry, I should have explained that before. If it has to be a hopper because there's only 5 spaces in it. A chest has 30 spaces, so it's got to be like that. So if you can see a stone in here, one signal. Sword in here, 1, 2, 3, 3 signals. So whenever the sword goes into the hopper, it sends out more of a signal. So with that working like that, this will constantly randomly putting an item into this, or a random item into the hopper, as we will see. Wait for it. We're going to wait for it here. You can make this a lot longer, so it takes a lot more time for it to power. Wait, once it pushes out, as you can see, nope, we did not take the sword out. We were lucky to see it right at the beginning of the video. So, this here randomizes, and it goes through like that. If you want to make it even more random, like, you can first off add, like, a whole thing of stone like that, like, all the way out. So it goes a lot longer, first off, so it powers this a lot less. So it powers it a lot less. And it will then have less of a chance of giving out a sword. But if that's still not good enough for you, what you can do is you can have 2 of these next to each other, and have so imagine this one with another one next to it, and having these 2 comparators touching like this. So when we're gonna, you know when how the redstone lamps turns on when the sword goes into here? So let's simulate the sword going into there. So if we, wait, let's just wait for it to go back. So it went back, right? If we put the sword in here, oh wait, it's off, that's right. Wait for it. Once it turns on, okay, redstone. So we're gonna take that and put that in there. So now you can see that it's on because that sword's in there. So if that were like that, let's say the sword were in this one, but not in this one, right? This signal. Just imagine this signal being where this is right here. That will then lead into a thing, one of these here. I don't want to get you confused with names, but this here is what it leads into. It leads into here, powering this torch off. So, if the sword does go through like it just did, wow, we got lucky because we saw the lamp on. If it does go through, it'll turn the torch off, and then lead into this torch, and then lead into this. But so, let's say the thing were to reset, and it went in this time, or it went in that one this time around. It's still not up. But then let's say the whole thing reset, and the sword came out to be in there and there. The signal will turn on, making even less of a chance. And if still not good enough, like if you want it every like 100 years, it won't be that long. But if you're running like a 24/7 server and you want it to run only like, I don't know, once a day, it might not even run that. You just do it again. These signals, and you lead them into another one of these guys. You can then, so we need to go like that, and then we'll just redstone. So now this torch is turned off because this torch is turned on. It's really confusing, but stay with me here. It goes through and powers that. So that's like that. But let's say, okay, even if one of them doesn't have a sword, it still won't power it. But if all of them have the sword at the exact same time, which is extremely rare, like that, it'll actually turn this on. And you can do it again and again and again. You can have it multiple times, so it only happens a couple years. Literally. But that is how that basically works. One torch goes off, it turns off. Goes back on, turns on. If it goes like that, turns off. So all of these would need to be active for this to be on. Now, these items can't be, these items in here cannot be the same. If they if there's one diamond sword or one wooden sword, it can be a wooden sword too, so you don't need to waste diamonds. You could use a wooden sword. So if it's a wooden sword, and all these were stone, then, here's the number one thing. Make sure they stack up to 64. If, like, see sand, how it stacks up to 64? That would work. Anything in here stacks up to 64 except the sword. Now, you can't have the same thing, because if it does if you have two sticky pistons in here, and it takes a sticky piston, what will happen is when the hopper puts it back in, it will group it together with the other sticky piston, just like it did there. So it won't work like that if it's like that. So you have to have one of each item. It has to be of each item. So it's just a randomizer. This right here, I only have 16 in, just so it's a lot easier to show you how it works. See, there's 16 stone in there. As you can see, once it adds up and it switches, 16 stone. But you can have 5 stacks of stone in there to make it only happen every once in a while. So you can make this thing extremely rare to strike. You can make it almost impossible. You can make it like once in a lifetime chance. But then again, you can have it like this, because it's only really short. It's going to happen over only a couple of every minute, since it's not that rare. But if it were like this, I'm saying this would probably take, on a 24/7 server, I'm guessing it would happen like once a day. But if you extend it out like that far, that would probably be like once in a lifetime. You can make this thing extremely rare. But that's pretty much all that is. It's a very simple design. Very simple. I'm going to fly over it one more time for you guys so you can see it. comparator leading out of a hopper with items in it. Stone, redstone, that same on the other side, leading into a half slab, remember? And then redstone with a repeater going into a sand, sticky piston with a redstone block leading into that there, then into a dropper, make sure it's a dropper, into a item hopper with a comparator leading out of it with at least 2 redstone, at least 2, because if it's 1, it'll activate each time, see, and it'll activate each time, see, but if it's 2, it'll work, so make sure it is 2, and then you can just have a signal going off however you want. Just make sure it is like that, Han. Whatever. Make sure it's like that, and then you can incorporate that into the end here. It's pretty simple to build, just really, it can be really rare. It's all up to you. This is a randomizer. So, yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this redstone episode, and if you did, please slap that like button with the sign, just like I'm doing there. Right there. And also subscribe if you're new to my channel, Children of the Gel Squad, today for a free llama. For a free llama. Yeah. And that is it. Pretty serious video this time, because, yeah, this is actually, I've come in need of this multiple times when I was new to Redstone. I've come in need to this for, like, casinos and stuff. It's perfect for casinos. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time, Gel Squad. Peace!